I was in San Francisco with a group of principals that I had taken out there for a conference. And I developed indigestion, and it seemed to get worse and worse, and I thought it was maybe something I had eaten. Took antacids, and finally I told two of the ladies that were with me, I said, I've got to go back to the hotel.
The summer of 2008, I was very fatigued, very tired, not unlike any other woman this day and age, working full-time. And the morning of September 5th of that year, I woke up about 4 a.m., just not feeling right. My throat was so sore, I couldn't believe it. And I thought, this is crazy. It's the sorest throat I've ever had. But having a heart attack never crossed my mind. I never thought that having a sore throat could mean that I was dying.
Yeah, I was an assistant teacher for the first graders. I began to have a chest pain, and the pain goes to my throat and to my ears, my jaw, and I was feeling very uncomfortable. And I asked one of the kids because I saw far away the principal of the school. And I told one of the kids, hey, can you call the principal? I need to talk to her. They tried to get me to the nurse, but I couldn't walk. They say, this is weird, look like a heart attack, we need to take care of this.
It was any typical day of the mother of three. I collapsed in my home on my floor. My husband, being just 3 feet away, heard me, ran in, saw me lifeless, without a beating heart, and began to do CPR. He did CPR for 2 minutes, and he knew I wasn't waking up, so he called 911, put it on speaker, and continued to do CPR. He did CPR for 11 minutes. He felt like it was an eternity until the paramedics got there.
They rushed me to the hospital and said I was having a heart attack. So the fear set in because my husband was not here, my children were not here, and I was just here with some other friends. When I woke up, they said they had to put a stent and 2 stents in because it was almost 100% blockage.
So we went to the hospital, and we got there. I had no shortness of breath. I was talking just like I am right now. And they immediately took me back and did a blood draw, and the doctor came in and said, are you sure you're not short of breath because you're having an acute heart attack?
And when the paramedic came, they say, you know what, this is very serious. I say, well, 3 days at home and I'm gonna be all right. I just need to rest. He said, no, you're having a heart attack and you're going to the hospital, you won't go home.
When they did get there, they shocked my heart 2 times. 2 more times in the ambulance, another 11 times at the hospital. At 72 minutes, they had been going for over an hour. They asked my husband, do you want to stop? We don't think the outcomes would be very good. After 4 to 5 minutes without oxygen to the brain, there's permanent brain damage. But my husband said he wanted to continue. He would do the CPR if he had to do it himself. And so they did, they continued. And at 73 minutes, I actually got a heart rhythm back.
So they rushed me to the cath lab, went in, looked, found a 100% blockage in my lower descending artery, which is the widowmaker. Most people do not survive that. And they put in a stent, and I felt very blessed and at the same time very surprised and overwhelmed at the fact that a sore throat that woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning saved my life.